And there we go. Now YouTube's going. We're going to scroll this over so we can see comments. We're going to cut you off. See the pretty guy.
That's fine.
All right, people, watch the show. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes before.
Where do you see the things pop up?
The comments will just pop up like down here and up here. I know you probably can't see these as well, so I usually just read those off anyways. What's up, guys? Oh, 4 people jumped in already. We got another guest this week. Yeah, I know. LOL at the Packers. I was there. I know. It sucked. Game itself was terrible. Everything around it was awesome. Scoot in a little bit, guy, if you want to be in the picture a little bit better. There we go. So we got another guest this week. This is Nathan. I don't know if he wants to throw his or not get more followers, but
I'm Nathan. I don't know my Twitter offhand, but I will look it up. I will give you guys my official one, not my personal one, probably.
Ooh, look at him with multiple Twitter accounts.
You can follow me at mkeeney, KEENEY 27.
There you go. If you want to follow the dude, give him a follow. I know last week we had my friend Noah on here, and he was getting a couple followers right off the bat. He even threw his Snapchat out there, and he got like 3 ads on Snapchat like 10 minutes after the show.
Wow.
I said, I don't usually go that far.
Yeah, but I might stay away from that one.
Yeah, I don't get my Snapchat out very often. Where'd everybody go? That was real quick. Shit. This is a super lax show. I swear it already, and I'm drinking a beer on the show. Then again, I usually don't start for like another half hour. Left in this Eagles-Redskins game, and the Eagles are up 28-13. I thought this was going to be a fairly close game since halftime it was 13.
Like, the Eagles have not been playing good this year.
They have not. The Eagles started off okay.
I think you could some chemistry bringing Carson Wentz back. To be completely honest,
could have. I was going to say, because Nick Foles had been working with those guys for a long time at that point.
Yeah.
And then to start the season, he kind of like, they started with Nick Foles, obviously, and then Carson Wentz was kind of like working his way in there, but wasn't that great to start. And where is there? Okay, there we go. Now we got a guy that's actually going to speak quite a bit. Sup, Turk? This is Nathan. We're going to say that like 20 times tonight, just from people bopping in and out. This is the dude that's New York everything. Did you read the Sports Illustrated article? I don't see Sports Illustrated stuff very often. I don't get Sports Illustrated. At least I haven't for years. Dude, Brady Davis joined. What is up, my guy? That's awesome. Turk, do you want to hear this guy's hot take that he told me last night? I'm sure you do. Go for it.
What one was it? I told you a couple.
Well, the Aaron Rodgers one, because I know he would love to hear that one.
Yeah.
No, see, Aaron Rodgers all season has been ignoring McCarthy. I saw an article earlier that says that he had been like changing play calls most of the season too, which is questionable based on like how they've been performing all season pretty much. But anyways, go for it.
Yeah, I think that he's
See, I told you he'd love it.
He's got nothing to show. He's got a great QBR, but like a Super Bowl from years ago, 2 MVP, but like he's got like Drew Brees, year in, year out, is gonna have a good year every year, regardless of his team. Tom Brady, same thing. Also, Tom Brady's not as good as I told you that in class.
Yeah,
Tom
you
Brady,
had that like entire thing about him.
Tom Brady's also an overrated quarterback. I have very hot takes. Ones that people don't usually agree on, so I usually get bad looks.
More intelligent than he said Rappaport Jr. is the guy that usually does the show with me, and yeah, apparently you're smarter than him.
I'll take that as a compliment. Colt McCoy, fractured fibula.
It's gonna suck. Aaron Rodgers is overrated. He's a cancer. See, and I'm just gonna let him go for it because I know what he can do. Giants are running the table. You're back on that now just because they beat the Bears. God.
Run the table. That's a little out there.
He's going to the Colts-Giants game that you and Glenn have a bet on, or at least you discussed having a bet on it. I don't know if you're actually going through with it.
December 23rd. It'll be my first NFL game ever.
It's like a Christmas present for you?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm
nice.
really looking.
I bet. I just went up to Lambeau yesterday. Sad to see that I got to see such a terrible game. Where is it? It's in Indy.
Yeah, I'm not going to New York. Pass.
I don't blame you.
It's a garbage stadium anyways.
Ooh. Dude, yeah. Did you see the video I put on Twitter? I got to see Tim Boyle yesterday. Does Colt McCoy win that game for them? If he doesn't get hurt? I don't know, because he wasn't really – I mean, they weren't really doing anything with him. And then Sanchez comes in and he scores right away. I mean, yeah, Adrian Peterson broke off they just lost 28-13. But anyways, yeah. And he just said New York was greater than Chicago times like 10.
I agree there. Chicago's
Barkley's rookie of the year. McCoy looked all right, 4 for 450 yards. But they weren't really doing anything. They had, 3 points?
No.
Because I wasn't really I was at work watching it, and I heard them say, and Mark Sanchez will be running heavy on that run game after that. And I was like, oh, Sanchez is in. What?
How early into the game did he get hurt?
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say. Pretty early. That permanent head coach. The list of guys that I've seen as his potential replacement, or McCarthy's potential replacement, is weird. Personally, I don't think they're going to hire from within. Both Philbin and Pettine have had experience as head coaches, but Philbin's doing the it won't be Cliff, dude. I would be that's a tempting offer. Like, as a fan, it's a tempting offer because I love Cliff Kingsbury.
Mark Sanchez.
Yeah. But Philbin's the interim right now. I highly doubt that he'll be the head coach going forward. I would prefer Pettine if they're going to stay within the organization. Now, I don't think they will. Rodgers becomes head coach and Boyle the new starting quarterback. Book it. It's going to happen. But, they've said head coaching job. I don't think Philbin's going to be the permanent head coach. Former Browns coach. Yeah, he's their defensive coordinator right now. I've seen that. I've seen Lincoln Riley from Oklahoma, and he's already said he wants nothing to do with the NFL. So I don't know why he's even on the radar.
He would go anyway.
You would think so, just to work with Baker again. Take Shermer from the Giants. No, we already had him.
I saw today that Kyler Murray is picking the MLB over the NFL.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I
He's been saying that for a while.
But after a year, he said you might not want to try it.
He's going to be a high draft pick in the NFL if he would go.
Yeah, but he's already I think he's already making $5-something million on his MLB contract.
Yeah, something like that. Chicago owns that division for the foreseeable future. Possibly. Minnesota's having a down year. If they have a year like last year, then that's be back and forth for them. If Green Bay comes back and plays well, I mean, they've got the pieces there. They just need to put it together. It could be the black and blue division again. What you know about esports, though? Well, Donald, I play Fortnite with you, and that's about it. Odell's 2 for 2 and 2 TDs. Well, yeah, he is. Odell at quarterback then, since Eli's not really doing too hot there. He can run a lot faster. If you guys ever watch the Bleacher Report Gridiron Heights series, the one where they have the quarter season carnival is hilarious because they've got Eli Manning in a corn maze, and he's like, "I'm old and scared. I ain't gonna leave my corn pocket. I ain't a mobile QB." Hilarious. It would help though if you had a line that was better. Block for Eli a little bit better, but he didn't look too bad against the Bears. Beat them. What else can you hope for? win a game. That one touchdown pass, though, everybody's praising it that he threw to Odell when he was wide open in the back of the end zone. Eli almost got smacked on that play, though. Oh, yeah. That one was good play calling because he knew exactly where his guy was going to be, so he was just tossing it up there like, well, he can fight for it. That was a jump ball all the way. Giants are going to run the table. Dude, they're not going to run the table. They're probably going to lose to the Colts. Speaking of which, where's Glenn? Why is he not here? It's a good question because Glenn would love this guy because this guy's a Colts fan. Koki, what are you saying go Cubs for? You're a Dodgers fan. That is one of the things I brought him on here for, though, is, dude.
Addy was my favorite player, and it broke my heart when that news came out because like when you look at like when you looked at a professional athlete like that as like a role model, it's almost like hard to believe like you had this image of them set in your head that is like this person could you wouldn't think this person would do something like that. As to why they signed him back, I can only imagine that just from watching baseball and the knowledge I've gained throughout my years, you have yet to see the best out of Addison Russell.
So even though people hate him for what he did now, he's just going to get better, in your opinion.
I mean, yeah, but like.
So it's going to be worth the signing and all the hatred.
So you got to think like Kareem Hunt's a great everyone and Ray Rice okay it's Ray Rice never got another opportunity.
No, he never came back.
I think Kareem Hunt will get another opportunity.
I'm sure he will too. He's too good.
Yeah, his talent is through the roof, and I can see the same thing out of Addison Russell. And it's not like those guys have videos. You don't know what Addison Russell did.
True.
You don't know the extent of how it happened. I feel terrible for his ex-wife and what happened to her because it's completely not okay. Nobody should ever go through that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they have to. From I read things, Theo has faith in Addison, and he can't just let him go. He brought up Addison through the organization after trading for him as a 20-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just think there's more to Addison than what is being portrayed right now. So that's my view on it. Addison's still my favorite players.
He got arrested twice, though. No excuses for domestic violence.
He didn't get arrested twice. The charges came out
that guy
twice.
was talking about. Oh, I was going to say he could have talked about Reuben Foster because that got brought up.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, okay. But the difference between Reuben Foster and why he got signed right away, his first charge against him got dropped because the girl lied about it. This one is still under investigation now. She could be lying about it too. There's no evidence about it as far as I've seen. So he could have a clean slate of, him actually not doing anything and all these girls just lying about it. With Kareem Hunt, there's actually a video of it, so that's pretty bad. And the fact that the NFL didn't talk to either of them about it supposedly, and that the Chiefs didn't do anything about it, but apparently he lied about it too. That he, that it wasn't as bad as it was, or something like that. And then I don't know, that whole situation with Kareem Hunt's weird because apparently the NFL asked for the video and the hotel said no, and then TMZ was like, "Hey, give us that video," and they're like, "Okay." I don't know.
That was a brutal video. I saw that the other day, but it wasn't
the backstory to it though. Supposedly she had been stalking him for weeks, and then she finally confronted him. And when he told her to go away, whatever, she started calling him N-word with the hard R and all that jazz. And then apparently he just snapped and was like, "All right, you're done."
And then his friend hopped in, shoved it pretty far.
I didn't get to see the full video, but for video that I did get to see of it, I didn't see him jumping in. He was trying to hold him back.
There's one friend at the end. I'm pretty sure it was a friend. I don't think it was him. He damn near shoved her across the damn hallway.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Koki, this is Nathan. Told you it's going to happen a lot. No, they didn't. I didn't get to see the full video, so I don't know. But he said the kick was weak.
The kick? Oh.
I don't know. I didn't get to see that far, but who knows? Kareem Hunt doesn't deserve to lose his job. I was really surprised they actually released him. Like, yeah, they're trying to like set an example, but like, why not just suspend him for the rest of the season? Like, he can't play anyways. He's on the commissioner exempt list, and so is Reuben Foster. That's why Reuben Foster hasn't been playing with the Redskins. He's signed, but he's not playing.
I think that's
releasing him.
Get away, like.
Yeah, definitely. His first game back, like I'm sure he'll probably get off the exempt list and he'll come back. Somebody will sign him, and nobody has signed him. By the way, he cleared waivers, and nobody has signed him, so he is just a straight up free agent now. But he is on the exempt list, so he can he can get signed, but he can't play yet. Reuben Foster's the same way. Like he got signed by the Redskins, but he's on the exempt list, so he can't play.
I think Andrew sucks.
Yes, this dude hates Andrew Luck.
You're an idiot. I'm sorry, but like the dude's playing at an MVP level caliber season. Like to say he sucks is completely wrong.
That last game was not MVP caliber.
Okay.
But the rest of the season has been pretty good. There you are, Jake. This is Nathan.
Yeah, what? Seven
MVP, are you a neck bone? Why do you call people a neck bone? Why is that like insulting?
7 games in a row over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, like 3 or more. Like
apparently you're a diehard outfit right now.
I'll take it.
You're gonna compare Luck's numbers to Mahomes and Breeze?
Oh, you can't. Mahomes is not in the question. Mahomes has been in the league essentially for 1 year because he had maybe 1-2 games last year.
He started and played the entire 1 game last year.
Yeah, and you cannot. No, absolutely not. And the weapons that Pat Mahomes has on his offense outweighs Indy incredibly. Like
Mahomes is in the question because he's in the MVP talk.
Okay.
Getting you frustrated.
Patrick Mahomes is not it right now, excluding this like season. Andrew Luck is a top 5 quarterback, without a doubt. He's the most valuable player to his team. It irks me that he has yet to win an MVP because they won 2 games before he showed up, and then the next year he took them to the playoffs.
Dude, that was such a good year with Curtis Painter. It was Curtis Painter, and who else played QB for them that year?
Matt Hasselbeck, maybe?
Yeah, Matt Hasselbeck. I missed that other question by you, Turk. I'm sorry. Jake wants to know who your teams are. Obviously, you're a Cubs fan because of what you're wearing.
I am a Cubs fan. I'm a Colts fan.
So if Mahomes is taken off the squad, they produce the same numbers. I mean, they produced pretty well with Alex Smith, but it wasn't the same because he's not as Alex Smith isn't a guy that's going to take a shot downfield 24/7 all the time. What do you mean rude? I said thank you. But yeah, I mean that's what Mahomes is used to doing from Texas Tech.
And he has Tyreek Hill.
I'm just trying to make a point. I'm helping him out.
Andrew Luck has T.Y. Hilton, and this year Eric Ebron, who was considered a bust heading into the year, and he's one of the best tight ends this year.
Yeah, he's putting up career numbers this year.
And Kareem off the team, Kareem Hunt, he was still a weapon out of the backfield. Like Andrew Luck has nowhere near the tools that Patrick Mahomes has, Drew Brees has. Like even Phillip Rivers has more weapons than Andrew Luck.
He's trying to say that you're a WNBA fan because of your thoughts so far. Do you have a basketball team?
My basketball team? Okay, so growing up, I was a Bulls fan. I still am a Bulls fan. It pains me to watch them play. Like
True.
The fact that they put up awful shots day in and day out. But I'm sure I'm going to get some backlash. I'm a Lonzo Ball fan. I'm a Ball family fan. I love the Ball family. So, therefore, I follow the Lakers. I was super excited when LeBron joined up because it gives Lonzo the best chance to win the championship. I have a bet this year that the Lakers are making the Western Conference Finals. It's going to happen.
So they're going to beat the Warriors in the playoffs?
No, they're going to beat the Rockets.
And the Rockets are going to beat the Warriors?
No.
Who's going to beat the Warriors?
The Warriors are going to win the finals. They're going to make. They're going to win the Western Conference Finals.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'd be nuts if I had the Lakers going to the finals.
Anyways, I'll fix that later. Raptors are going to win the finals. I don't know. Everybody always says that. The Raptors get to the playoffs and lose in the first round. You probably got luck going to the Super Bowl.
I did not have luck going to the Super Bowl. Colts have a wasted season because they're not making the playoffs and they're not getting a top 5 pick. Waste of a season.
It's true. I thought there was this guy on Twitter. He's a Packers fan. He made the point that he's like, okay, look at the pick, or we traded back in the draft and got Jair Alexander. We had a mid-round pick, and it took, I don't even remember who the guy was because he got cut after like 2 years. And then he was like, and our last top 10 pick was forever ago. And he's like, and that dude was a bust. He's like, so we need to get a top 25 or 30 pick in the draft, and we'll have pick successful guys. And I just started laughing. I'm like, they're going to have at least like a top 10 pick this year. What are you talking about? Like, and you can get good guys out of the top 10. It just depends on who you pick.
Yeah. Like, this year the Colts took Quentin Nelson at 6. And if Saquon was not in the league and Baker was not starting like he wasn't at the beginning of the year, Quentin Nelson might win Offensive Rookie of the Year.
How does a lineman win Rookie of the Year?
Who else? What other rookie's doing good in the offense?
That's a good point. Marquez Valdes-Scantling maybe, but he's not producing enough. Wentz extends lead with TD pass to Jordan Matthews. Dude, why can't Jordan Matthews get 81 back? It's funny. He comes back to the same team that drafted him, and he can't even get his own number back. And all the people that are happy with him coming back are probably pissed that they have to get a new jersey or need to get a new jersey because of a different number. McDaniels or Harbaugh going to be the next coach for the Green Bay Packers? Probably neither. Who becomes top player? What was that? It was fading away. I couldn't read it all. But yeah, neither of those guys will probably end up coming to Green Bay. It'd be awesome if Josh McDaniels would come, but I doubt he would. I mean, he's already got commitment issues going to the Colts and then saying no. So
is back now, and I was not
candidates. The Nelson wins rookie.
As I said, Saquon and Baker, because what other rookies doing good on offense, putting up like insane amount of talent. Like Quentin Nelson's like started every game. Done a fantastic job. The Colts went 5, maybe 6 weeks without.
He said offensive, not defensive.
Nick Chubb's running back. You think Bradley Chubb?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking Bradley Chubb.
And Nick Chubb did not starting until 3, maybe 4 weeks ago.
Well, it can be MVP if you get rid of all the other MVP candidates.
This guy's a schmook.
Philip Lindsay, running back for the Broncos.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't think he's going to, but like Philip Lindsay's a good running back. Broncos had a steal there.
It's funny that like, and this happens really annoying. Like once a guy that's goes undrafted has a really good year, they're like, oh man, why did this guy not get drafted? Well, why didn't he get drafted? Because they talk about him and like all that he did at Colorado, like he's one of the greatest running backs of all time. He went undrafted. Stats are almost like Barkley, so he's not above Nelson.
I would say they're almost like Barkley. Barkley's playing out of his mind.
There you go. Barkley stats. Philip Lindsay stats.
I saw defensive rookie of the year pop up. Question who's defensive rookie of the year. If you don't put Darius Leonard in that discussion, you're wrong.
What about Jair Alexander?
Two different division conferences, dog. They could both win.
I didn't think they did that though. Like based on conferences.
I thought they did. I thought the only one they don't do it for is the MVP.
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't remember. I don't usually pay attention to those awards.
Defensive rookie of the year could be Denzel Ward or Derwin James.
Who is
Derwin
his
James.
college team? Do you have college team?
Yeah, I'm an Ohio State fan.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that the other day. Giants are running the table. Your friend reminds me of Austin Powers.
Okay.
Saquon has a shoulder injury, FYI.
So, what is that? 8 touchdowns up top?
Okay. He's got why is it
Just
show
scroll
totals?
up. It's like,
Come on, man. Don't freeze. Yeah, Jake's an Ohio State fan. He's an Ohio everything fan. Yeah.
8 touchdowns, 5 yards per
They have the
attempt.
same amount of touchdowns. Are you guys at ISU? Yeah. Roll Birds, baby. 195. Ooh. Saquon's almost got 1,000 yards on the season. What is Lindsay here? Why is this being so slow? Lindsay almost has 100,000 yards on the season.
Saquon has nearly 40 more touches than Saquon. Saquon has nearly 40 more touches than Philip Lindsay. And he's better out of the backfield as a receiver.
Yeah, what'd you think about ISU? Did you like it? Was it a good time? Was it an athletic visit or just a visit to go to school here? Loved it? Fantastic. How can't Philip Lindsay be above Quentin Nelson then?
Just look at the stats.
So are you still taking Nelson over Lindsay then, even though Lindsay's got similar stats to Saquon?
I'm not saying Quentin Nelson would win it. I'm saying he could win it if those two weren't there. Because those are the only two in the running, in my opinion.
Baker and Saquon.
Because Philip Lindsay doesn't have the name.
That's true. He does not.
Because think of Donovan Mitchell last year. Donovan Mitchell, I thought, had almost a better year than Ben Simmons.
Okay. Yeah, spurning on Texas A&M. Bro, I could win Rookie of the Year. What does that mean?
All right, go win Rookie of the Year.
What's this? Oh, because Quentin Nelson has such a big name.
He got drafted. Phil Lindsay didn't get drafted. Quentin Nelson was a top 10 pick.
So because he was a top 10 pick, that automatically makes him higher up? Or
But I mean, Donovan Mitchell didn't go till late round.
Oh, all that Quentin Nelson ESPN talk. I mean, he is a fantastic offensive lineman so far. My only thing is, like, nobody's ever going to give an offensive lineman Rookie of the Year or MVP. It's always going to be a skill player, regardless.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like they go so unrecognized in the game, and it's awful. Like that it does. Like I'm just pointing out that I'm just recognizing.
Let's Google how many tweets and articles everyone talks about Nelson and Lindsay. Do some extensive research there. Anywho, we'll go on to a new topic now. Heisman finalists came out today. Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins, Tua Tagovailoa. Which I will say, why do all the ESPN analysts call him Tagovailoa when he doesn't even have an N in his last name? It's Tagovailoa. Just want to throw that out there. Anyways, who do you think's going to win?
Tua.
Okay.
I mean, like, how can it not?
Do you like Joe Madden? I think he means the Madden from the Cubs, even though he spelled it as a football coach.
Yeah, I think Joe Madden is a phenomenal manager.
Because they're talking heads. Who is ESPN people? They are. I know. I work for them.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins he can sling that ball, man, and he's got great vision.
Bro, they're all done. Rowan Goodell pronounced Mariota's name wrong. That's a bot. Yes. Yeah. I have actually. Lucky you meeting Kyler Murray. Anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just think like when it comes to like the rookie of the year, like Tua's like the name in college football. Like he's the face of college football. Like, yeah, I just, for Saquon, like referring to Saquon or Baker, the name. Like,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Who do you think it's going to be?
I think they're going to give it to Tua because they're all biased at ESPN towards Alabama for everything college football wise. I mean, I'll text him, see what he says, but yeah, I think they'll go for him. Even though I think just based on like, I don't know, this year's hard because I want to say give it to one of the other guys because they actually played all season, where Tua played probably the equivalent of half a season since he didn't play in the second half very much. And like it's an individual award, not a team award. And his stats weren't as – I mean, his stats were pretty good, but they could have been better if he would have played more. But that's not up to him. That's up to the defense playing pretty damn well the rest of the season too, and the head coach taking him out. Whereas Haskins and Murray both played, majority of the game all season, and they put up phenomenal numbers.
I would love to see the Heisman go to Dwayne Haskins.
I wouldn't just because he's Ohio State, but aside from that, how many Heisman winners became anything in the NFL last 10 years?
Baker.
Yeah, that's about it. Let's see.
Saquon
List of Heisman. I mean, Jameis Winston, but he's kind of falling off now.
Cam Newton won an MVP.
Yeah, Cam Newton, Marcus Mariota, he's starting to come about now. RG3, I think he would have been a lot better had he not injured his knee. Because they rushed him back for that.
Dude, I remember
Johnny. It's like
being in grade school, all my friends were giving me shit that the Colts messed up by drafting Andrew Luck instead of Robert Griffin because he won the Heisman and everything. Look how that turned out. I mean, granted, Andrew Luck got injured, but, like, still, RG3 is a third string.
He is now.
Yeah.
It just pisses me off that they did rush him back because he wasn't fully ready to go, but they were like, oh my gosh, we're in the playoffs. We got to play him.
Did he tear his ACL?
I don't think he tore his ACL, but he damaged like everything else. And then it just progressively got worse. And it never like fully healed or healed right or something like that. Because I remember an interview I saw with him, and he said it still bothers him every now and then. RG3 got into an argument with Shanahan about playing. Oh, I know, like him and Shanahan didn't get along very well, and some people want to say that that's the reason why they rushed him back because he was like, I don't care, you can play. But regardless, like had he like got hurt and then not played the rest of the year, I think he would have come back and just been fine.
Mark Ingram won Heisman.
Mark Ingram's doing fine
the past 2 years. And now Kamara's hurt, right?
Is he?
I thought he was hurt.
I didn't see anything about that, but he could have been. Shanahan wanted Cousins, so why didn't Shanahan start Cousins then? He has that ability. The coach decides who plays. Mark Ingram was also on roids. What, that season or now?
He served a suspension. I mean, everyone in the NFL is on roids. Mark Ingram's just one of the unlucky ones who got caught.
True. I mean, if you're not going to talk about stats but want to talk about success, Sam Bradford's gotten a bunch of money to not do a whole lot. Ownership forced RG3 because RG3 demanded to play. They also took him, I think, just because he was a popular name to take. Hey, what up? Hey, it's been a while since you've been here. Man, I wish somebody would pick up Tim Tebow. I want to see him back in the league.
Tim Tebow's going to be in the MLB in a few years.
The Mets said possibly this year. I know they said for this past season that he would probably get called up, but then they were saying that it was like halfway through the year. He was on the Mets. Yeah.
He's not on the Mets. He's on the
true. If you want to be technical about it. What's going on? Just doing our thing. Is Tebow gay? Not as far as I know, but I don't know.
That dude's a
Tim
great
Tebow.
motivational speaker.
Oh, dude, I'm ready to run through a wall half the time he says anything. Did you hear his little spiel about rivalry?
Oh, yeah. I got
man.
the chills watching that video.
I was ready to go. Give me a helmet. I'm strapping up. Let's go. Oh, that would have been great. Yeah, that's just since 2006. Dude, Troy Smith, I totally thought he should have been the Niners starter when he got put in there. And I had no idea who the heck he was. Because it had been a few years since he came out of Ohio State. It was in like 2011 or something like that, like right before Kaepernick was starting. And yeah, they're like, oh man, Troy Smith finally getting to play. And he like tore it up in the 2 games he played. And then they're like, nope, released. Felt bad for him. Yankees are running the table. It's just New York, everything. You've seen him speak before? Well, aren't you cool working with an SEC team? I like Tebow, but not enough to love. Yeah. Why not, though? Hopefully. No, don't hype up the Yankees anymore. We got enough out of this one guy. Yankees are going to land Corbin.
I think Yankees have a really good team.
You saw the story about how Corbin's brother wearing Yankees hat at his wedding. That's the same thing of like the guy, Shy Sox Mike on Twitter, saying that like Bryce Harper's going to the White Sox just because on the cover of MLB The Show he wore a white and black like jacket.
I don't think Bryce Harper's going anywhere. I think he's staying.
Sox won 108 games. What can you do? Be better.
Win 109 games.
It's true.
Beat him in the series.
Bryce Harper's coming to the Yankees.
Yankees have a lot of money, but they don't have that kind of money.
He also said Machado was going to the Yankees, so he thinks everybody. Just waiting for the Kluber Puig deal.
I saw Kluber. Who was it? Was it the Dodgers? Someone was in on Kluber. It might have been the Dodgers.
I'm talking from the Yankees side. They won 100 games. Yankees don't have that kind of money. Are you casual?
Bryce Harper wants a ridiculous amount of money.
He does want a ridiculous amount of
money. And they have Giancarlo, who is a former MVP winner. Bryce, former MVP. Aaron Judge was a Rookie of the Year, a potential future MVP winner.
Bryce Harper's going to the Reds.
I don't know why anyone would want to go to the Reds.
I'm a Yankees fan. I'm not delusional like this guy. It's all about pitching. So if anyone can afford Harper, what happens? He retires, or if no one can afford him, what happens? Does he retire?
The only one who's probably going to pay his salary is either the Phillies or the Nationals.
The Warriors. All right, let's see if Tyler answers. Pitching. Yeah, I feel you there. White Sox need that too. I think
White Sox need everything.
You're not wrong. You think the Phillies would be able to outbid the Yankees?
Absolutely. The Yankees already have 4 more better than average outfielders. They're already on a platoon swap, like day in, day out. It's a constant rotation, and add a 5th guy into that mix, like.
Yeah, but after Paxton and Corbin, they'll be all right.
That was a huge signing, James Paxton. That was huge.
Phillies outbidding the Yankees. He's laughing at that. Rather Machado than Harper.
I don't want Manny Machado. I'm a Cubs fan. Cubs have thrown their names in the hats for both Machado and Harper. I don't think they're going to get either, but I would not want Manny Machado.
And I know a lot of Sox fans are trying to predict when they're going to sign Harper, and I just keep laughing at them because I don't think they're going to get him either. See the resemblance. Yankees are going to get Kluber too, probably. What am I drinking? Spotted Cow, man. Went up to Green Bay yesterday. You got to get it when you're in Wisconsin. It's a thing. So why does everybody want to be a Yankee then? It's a good question. Cubs are in trouble.
That's not necessarily true.
What is true about the Cubs, though?
They need another offensive weapon. Just a spark, another spark.
Yankees are the squad to go to. Just want to be generic.
Yankees are a good squad, but I'm not bashing the Yankees by any means. I'm not saying they're a bad team because they're a phenomenal team. They're better than the Cubs. I just don't think Bryce Harper. That's the place for Bryce Harper.
Thoughts on McCarthy, dude? His play calling has been stale for like 2 or 3 years. I know it's not entirely on him. Dude, that's possible. Tim Boyle could be the next great Giants quarterback. You never know. I'm gonna try tweeting at him here soon, see if he becomes a friend of the show. That'd be great. But yeah, his play calling's been stale. I mean, ever since Philbin left, honestly, they've been kind of like going downhill play calling wise. So that's what I thought this year when they brought him back, that maybe it would like light a spark and he'd be better, but he didn't. Saquon Barkley in an unprotected first rounder for Boyle. Perfect. Let's do it right now. But yeah, I didn't expect them to be this bad. And now that McCarthy's gone, I think they have a chance to get a completely new system in there, which could be beneficial. Let's be honest, Harper's going to stay with the Nats.
That's what I said. You're right.
How scary are Eagles think they could beat the Rams? Not the Saints, though. I don't know.
Who just beat the Saints?
Cowboys.
Oh, what's Cowboys?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Eagles could beat the Rams or the Saints. The Eagles are not looking very good this year. They don't seem in sync. You know, they have moments. Obviously, like Carson Wentz and Zach Ertz are definitely on page because Zach Ertz is going to blow the receiving yards or the receptions record by a tight end out of the water this year. I think the record's like 108. I think he broke it tonight because pretty much every pass I see is like Wentz to Ertz, Wentz to Ertz. Nathan and I are on the same page. Yeah, with that at least. All it takes is putting together for a handful of games. You're right. If you're the hot team going into the playoffs, you're dangerous. But how often does that happen? You never know. Go away, YouTube. I don't want to watch that. Hi, Josh. It's showtime, bro. Yeah, I heard you were at the library. My friend saw you.
Who?
You don't know who it is.
How the fuck does she know one?
Because she's been here before and saw you. No. Yeah, probably, honestly. But yeah, she sent me a snap and was like, "Is this your roommate?" And I was like, "Hey, it is."
She's fucking taking pictures of me?
Yeah, you guys are sitting at the same table.
Which one?
How am I supposed to know? By the way, this is Nathan. Nathan, that's Josh.
What's up, dude?
How's it going, Josh?
I'm a drunk alcoholic. I live with me.
Maybe you guys are both Cubs fans.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Giants are hot now. Finished 8-8.
Starting
Nah,
this
that's
bitch.
not true. What do you mean starting this bitch?
It's already going on.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Say hi, Josh. Oh, you can't see yourself right now. There we go. Say hi, Josh.
Hey.
That's Josh. I live with Josh. Yeah, probably. But cool. All right, have fun with your homework. Oh, okay. I say hi to Josh all the time. Well, here he left. You can't tell who I'm pointing to here because it looks like I'm just pointing at myself, probably. Anyways, yeah, I don't think Josh is a casual. I guess that's the insult of the day, is being a casual. I hate that I can't like scroll back through here and like look at the previous comments.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm sure there was quite a few going up there.
When
But
I've watched before, I want to.
yeah, I mean, it lets me on this one, which this is just a bunch of bots joining and not nobody saying anything. But what do you think of people named Josh? Why can't you scroll? I don't know. It doesn't let me. Aaron Rodgers showing his age, or McCarthy was the only problem. McCarthy was not the only problem. I don't think Aaron showing his age. I don't know what. I mean, it might be a little bit because the last time he came back from broken collarbone was obviously he was younger, and he bounced back just fine because he had an MVP season after. This year, he might be, a little, obviously a little bit older, but not, springing back the same. I'm not saying there's no blame for Rodgers. I'm just saying that McCarthy was a problem, yes. Aaron's been a problem, yes. I got to see it in person yesterday, so. I mean, I don't put a ton of the blame on Rodgers because I know what he can do, and he still shows you it every now and then throughout the season. Like his touchdown pass to Devontae Adams yesterday was pretty good. Yeah, he probably could have put it a little bit lower, but still. Packers could hire Josh McDaniels. You never know. I don't think he would either. I mean, I think Josh McDaniels is kind of a dick, honestly.
I think it's the same with Bill Belichick because
He's going to be the next head coach of the Patriots.
because the bling.
There's that too. But
Yeah, it's just gonna get handed
if
out.
any
to him.
QB ran his own plays and the record was 4-7-1, they could be crucified. Packers could hire Hugh Jackson. That's true. No, I mean, I don't think he was constant. I mean, you can't always just run great plays based on who's out there. If McCarthy's not putting Aaron Jones in there, how is he supposed to hand off to Aaron Jones? He took him out last year. Lots of our good coaches are dicks. It could be. But anyways, McCarthy took Aaron Jones out of the game for like 5 straight possessions yesterday, and everybody was like yelling in the stands, like, why isn't Aaron Jones and why isn't Jones playing? And then finally he came in and they actually moved the ball. So that one's on him. Yeah, he only had 11 carries. And even when he did have carries, he, aside from the couple times that he got stuffed at the line, he was moving the ball. Nick Saban's not going to.
Tried the NFL a couple times. Never
No,
worked out.
He's not going to. How's Illinois State this year? In what? Basketball? They're doing pretty solid,
Lost
I'd
the other
say.
day, right? San Diego State.
Yeah, to San Diego State. But, I mean, they beat BYU in OT. Only lost to Georgia by like 10. Beat Boise State. Jim Harbaugh to Green Bay. In football, we're already done.
6-5. It's final record, I think, right?
Dude, their quarterback was actually in here watching this earlier. Brady Davis is an awesome dude. What number is Green Bay picking in the draft? Top 10? Probably, honestly. Why would nobody want to go to Green Bay? Why would you not want to play with Aaron Rodgers? Rich Rodriguez? That would be weird. Yeah, dude, I bet ISU could beat Bama. Give him a shot. Wisconsin as a whole sucks. Who wants to play with Aaron Rodgers? Wisconsin's a great state. Brady Hoke? No. More like Brady Joke. His Michigan teams were bad. If you played, they would be Bama. Yeah, that's right, they would. Philly versus Dallas. Who you got? I still want to lean Philly in that, but Dallas has been playing really well lately.
I'm taking Dallas from that matchup.
I think it kind of depends
Dallas
on.
Defense is playing
It's
really
pretty
well.
great. I didn't think their defense was going to be Greg Schiano. No, I don't want his controversy. Tennessee freaked out when he was named as potential head coach. So, no. He can just stay there in Ohio State.
That's fine.
I quit watching. I don't want Urban Meyer. I quit watching the Big Ten championship game because I'm like, it doesn't matter. They're gonna win. And then I saw that Northwestern tied it, and I was like, ooh, what?
I think they tied it
In the
third quarter, right?
something like that.
And
Yeah,
Ohio State just cocked in the fourth.
yeah. Because then they scored another touchdown. I was like, nope, going to bed. And then the next morning, I saw it was 42-24. I'm like, nice. Didn't miss anything. Dude, what was a good game, though, was the Mountain West Championship game between Boise State and Fresno State. Went into OT. I think double OT, actually. No, it was just regular OT because Boise State kicked a field goal, and glad OSU didn't make it. Yeah, I thought they would have got beat in the first round anyways. But, yeah.
I see another Alabama Clemson game. I'm going to be so upset.
Dude, I will throw something, but I hope Clemson beats them. Wisconsin next year? What, in the Big Ten Championship again? Possibly. Wisconsin needs to not let Alex Hornibrook start because he is bad. He is really bad. And people just want to look at he's been a starter for 3 years and say that he should start. No, he has been really bad those 3 years. Like, I think his freshman year was better than these other 2 years, but it's still pretty bad. Ohio State, Wisconsin again? Yeah, probably, honestly. Wisconsin just like runs the West most of the time. Intriguing to see how Murray does against Bama. The last time Alabama played Oklahoma in a bowl game, Oklahoma blew them up, and it was phenomenal. I loved it so much.
The semis?
I sure hope so. Fun fact, last time that Oklahoma beat them, they had a Texas A&M transfer in Trevor Knight. But it was the other way around, though. He went from Oklahoma to A&M. So we'll see. But there's potential there. I think Kyler Murray will make it a great game, but I think Alabama's defense is better. You have a selfie with Trevor. Who from Texas A&M do you not have pictures with or spoken to? Look at you calling nickname Trev. Should be a great college playoff. I don't think Notre Dame should have got in.
No.
Honestly. Yeah, they had a weak schedule and like they didn't play a championship game, and they Georgia, Texas. I think Georgia kills them, honestly.
4, right?
Notre Dame's at 3.
I thought Clemson's
Oklahoma's the 4.
Oklahoma's 3.
Oklahoma's 4.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because it's one plays 4 and 2 plays 3. But yeah, I didn't think Notre Dame should have been in because yeah, their biggest game of the year, they only won by like 7 points. They only beat Ball State by like 5. They beat Pitt by 5. Like, they're not blowing people out in these games, in games that they should be winning. Like, they should have destroyed Ball State, and they didn't. Yeah, Christmas lights, they look nice, don't they? But yeah, I mean, and then Notre Dame got to sit at home last week.
Yeah, I think it's 3. Notre Dame.
Yeah. So yeah, like, and it kind of gives them an unfair advantage too. Like, they get to sit at home and do nothing, this past weekend when everybody else is playing championship games. They get to stay home and rest and watch these games. And you actually hate Christmas. What? But yeah, while everybody else is doing whatever, playing games and getting injured. Clemson will destroy Notre Dame, probably, honestly. The one thing I am curious about is who's going to play for Alabama. Is Tua going to be healthy, or is it going to have to be Jalen Hurts? And if it's Jalen Hurts, they could, yes, but he is easier to beat than Tua is because Tua's more all-around player. Jalen's a better runner.
Jalen, let him do a comeback.
He doesn't throw as well, though.
That's college football, though. Like that's the new norm for college QBs. Is
you either run or you throw.
Yeah, like
there's no in between. I think Tua does a good job of knows when to run and can run well, but he can also throw the ball really well. Whereas like Jalen Hurts, he's good. Like yeah, he's gotten better at it of not just taking off and running and like kind of rolling out and looking to throw. But still, like some of his passes don't always seem to be the best. Like his location's off. He doesn't put zip on the ball, so he gets knocked down. I don't know. I just have questions of him throwing.
I thought it was odd to see them put so much trust into after leaving just
after one game. Yeah. Like, I thought so too, but he was so highly touted apparently coming out of high school, and that he was supposed to be the starter regardless. Like I don't know.
His brother going there next year, something like
that. Yeah, something like that.
What position? Quarterback?
I think so.
Does Tua get drafted this year?
No, I don't think he's been there long enough.
I thought it's 2 years.
I guess it is. I guess he has been there 2 years. You're right. I think 8 is the way to go. Oh, definitely. They need to expand it for sure. Why don't you just do it like the FCS playoffs?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, any other playoff system, it works. Playoff system.
Yeah.
The FBS college D1, whatever you want to call it, D2 and D3 have playoff systems. Like D1 FBS college football is the only dumb one that's like, for the longest time, was like top 2 teams, and then now top 4 teams played out.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I think you need to add more teams.
Yeah. Do you think UCF deserves a shot?
No. I just like
2 years undefeated. They beat an SEC team. Actually, I think they've been undefeated longer than that, but still.
But do you think they can hang with Bama, Clemson, Oklahoma, Notre Dame?
You don't know until you find out. Like, yeah, now I think they're definitely down a little bit because they don't have Mackenzie Milton. But their backup, I don't even remember what his name is. Something DJ Moore or something like that. I don't think that's right, but it's like DJ something. He played really well against Memphis. It took him a little bit to get going, but he scored 4 rushing touchdowns and threw for like 2 more.
They were down too, weren't they?
Yeah, they were down. They were down 10, I think, and then they started to come back. You could say the same for Notre Dame. So, what do you mean?
That they didn't have that much of a tough schedule, I'm assuming.
I don't know. People say that Central Florida didn't have a tough schedule, but you mean you can't just say because the AAC is a smaller conference that they're not a good conference. The American Athletic Conference. Would you say Notre Dame? AAC.
But ACC is Atlantic Coast Conference, right?
Yeah. Would you say, what was that? The healthy Milton, of course. Honestly, I think Central Florida could beat Notre Dame. Like, if they had Mackenzie Milton. No, do you think they could beat him?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Notre Dame's good, but I think they're getting overhyped more than they should be.
They, in the few games that they played against the higher, like, touted teams, they did not look good. Like,
No, that's what I was saying. Like, against Michigan, they only won by, like, yes, let's do a 64-team playoff. Heck yeah, dude. That would be awesome. Let's see here.
That takes so long.
I know it would. Yeah, they only beat Michigan by a touchdown. They only beat Ball State by, 8? They beat Vandy by 5. Wake Forest, whatever.
Wake Forest.
Who's never good. Stanford's been slipping for a couple of years now.
Only beat Northwestern by 10.
Yeah, and Northwestern, I think, was winning that game for most of the game, too. Only beat Pittsburgh by 5.
USC by a touchdown.
So it's like, and Syracuse, their quarterback got hurt. And so obviously they weren't going to play as good after that. But yeah, like these teams that they should be blowing out, like USC, who was like 500 on the year, I think, should have beat USC should have won that game, honestly. They were beating them for a majority of the game until like the very end. I'm pretty sure Northwestern was beating or like tied with them for most of that game, unless I'm thinking of the Michigan game.
What was Northwestern last week when they played Ohio State? 21.
Yeah, I think so. They were like top 20. I didn't think they were higher than
If
that.
Ohio State doesn't lose to Purdue, are they in the CFP?
Yeah. Because that makes them undefeated, as well as not losing to a team that's like a 5-loss team. So, like, yeah, Purdue's a tough team, but still,
I think they got snubbed. I think Ohio State got snubbed.
Do you think so?
Because I think, like,
I mean,
as we're saying, I don't think Notre Dame belongs there.
Yeah, that's right. Go Birds, ISU. I don't know. I mean, every year it's a tough decision because it's like, who do you leave out and who do you put in? That's why it needs to be expanded. So then you don't have these like questions of who should be in there. You could even do like the top 10 and the first 2 get a bye or something
Yeah.
like that.
Who was it last year? It was Bama,
Bama,
Oklahoma,
Clemson.
Georgia. Was it Clemson last year?
Or no, it was
Georgia lost to Georgia beat Oklahoma.
Oklahoma and Alabama. Was that Washington or was that the year before?
I think that was
How tall is Nathan asking for a friend?
I don't even know my own height, honestly. Probably like 5'9".
There you go. UCF will sue. That's why they go to 8 next year. Might as well. UCF's going to throw up national champs if they win anyways. They already did. Like after they went undefeated last year and beat Auburn, they put up national champion or 2017 national champions on their stadium. They'll put 2018 up there if they beat LSU this year. They don't care. They got rings made and everything too.
Like no way UCF.
Notre Dame first in the independence. Pretty sure they're the only independent now. Hey, thanks. I put a lot of work into this to make it look good. I think it's a little shorter than what I should have had it as, but whatever. It works. I figured why not look nice for my last newscast on Wednesday.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done Wednesday.
Oh, I thought you meant you were done like
Last Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Dude, Friday. Ooh.
The bottom line, what do you mean like down here? Yeah, that's what a straight razor does for you. Straight razor is the way to go, kids, if you have facial hair. It's awesome. Nice, smooth shave. Fantastic.
I shaved today.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna scummy neck beard though.
Like Andrew Luck?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. I know you'll use that one all the time when you shave your beard. How do I know Nathan? We have classes together. We're the same major. He's on TV sometimes too.
Catch me on Fridays, noon.
He hates it though.
It's terrible.
I've used the same razor and a bar of soap for 5 years.
That's not.
You know what you mean TV 10 news, not News 10.
I just had my shift tonight.
You did. Your story was fantastic. It was about coaches getting fired. Saved money. Yeah, but how does that feel on your face using a 5-year-old razor? You know what I used to use when I first started shaving when I was like 13?
Mm-hmm.
Pocket knife. It was because I was like, I don't want to go ask my parents for a razor. So I was like, I have all these knives. Why not? And it worked. So
I don't think I saved
do it.
facial hair.
Do it. I'm just going to look you up on TV 10. She watches me.
I guess you can try. I don't know what kind of stories I got out there.
Great ones.
I don't think I started shaving until freshman year. Maybe sophomore year.
I had a terrible like trash stash in junior high.
Oh.
Because I was like, dude, I have facial hair. Yes. But then like 8th grade, I was like, no, I can't. This is just getting progressively worse. I let soap and hot water sit on my face to it. Oh, okay. Yes, my deer hunting story. That was awesome.
I was in the studio that day. That aired on a Friday. I was in the studio that day. It's pretty good.
Which was stupid because I did that on Wednesday. And Laura's like, oh, you don't have to have that done yet. And I'm like, that's fine. That's perfect because this doesn't happen until Friday anyways. And then she's like, well, air it on Thursday. I'm like, okay. And then on Friday, I think I went to go see like Maddie or something. And she's like, oh, we aired your story today. And I was like, wait, why'd you wait until the day that, oh, wait, no, I was gone. She told me, because I was deer hunting on Friday. She told me it might have been on Thursday if they were going to put it on Friday. And I was like, why? Why wouldn't you put it like the day before? McDaniels to the Packers, I'd be annoyed as a Vikings fan. I don't see it happening, but that would be awesome.
I don't think you should be worried as a Vikings fan. I think the Vikings. I think the Bears are having a tremendous year, but I don't think they can. I don't know. I think it might be a fluke, but
the Vikings always seem to they'll have like a really good year, and then they'll have like a not so good but still like somewhat successful year, and then a really crappy year, and then a really good year again. They just kind of like go back and forth. Did I catch a deer? Yes, I caught it totally. Vikings need a new offensive coordinator in the same position as you guys. You don't like DeFilippo, however you say that? DeFilippo. Bears lost to the Giants. That is bad. Thoughts on the bowl games? There's way too many.
That's true.
There's one that's got a really stupid name, and I just laughed about it. Bowl schedule 18-19. No, because I didn't shoot a deer. I just caught it, as you say, Yeah. Like there's the Cure Bowl. Cure for what? Frisco Bowl, that one's new. That's usually just they probably will soon. The Frisco Bowl, that's where the FCS plays their national championship game. And the Belk Bowl's been around for a while. Belk is like a big thing down south. The Gasparilla Bowl, that's new. The Dollar General Bowl, that's been around for like 2 years. Yeah. The Hawaii Bowl, the First Responder Bowl, that's new. The football is doing worse than McCarthy. He's still got a job though. So the Cheez-It Bowl, Cal and TCU. The Red Box Bowl. That's a pretty good matchup though. Michigan State and Oregon. Yeah. Did they scroll past it already? Yeah, right there. Get out of here. Yeah, Dollar General Bowl, Buffalo and Troy. Yep. What? I want to go to the Cole Swindell concert. What game? Which one is that? Where's A&M? I think Auburn Purdue is going to be a pretty good game. Louisville hired Scott Satterfield. Yeah, I saw that. That's what I thought too. There it is. The Gator Bowl, North Carolina State and A&M. That should be a pretty good game though. Heck, I want to go to that one. Okay, so get us tickets and let's go.
When's that Garth Brooks concert?
I don't know. The one at Notre Dame. Yeah. I don't know. Sometime soon here, I thought. It is good. Yeah, they made such a big deal about that. Like, I don't remember which game it was I was watching.
It was on Thanksgiving. It was bad on Thanksgiving, yeah.
I didn't get to watch on Thanksgiving. I didn't get to watch the Bears-Lions game. Then I got to watch like the very end of like the Redskins Cowboys. So I like fell asleep during it.
I forgot what I was doing. I saw the first game, I missed the second game, and I saw the end of the third game, I think.
Yeah, I'd go with you. Duh. It'd be fun. So
I'm actually going to Alabama on the 19th or January 19th. Yeah, it's my birthday weekend. Last year, it was the weekend of the homecoming or the national championship for Alabama. So maybe if that's
you'd have to. All right. You think OU deserved over? Okay, so they made a pretty good argument for Oklahoma getting in. Is that they technically went undefeated, or well, they didn't go undefeated, but they beat everybody on their schedule because they lost to Texas, but then played them again and beat them. Whereas Ohio State lost to Purdue, pretty convincingly. Isn't that like 2 years? Oh no, the year before was Iowa. Didn't they almost lose to Purdue like last year though? Thought so too. Horns down, yeah. Apparently that's like a big deal to not do that anymore. Well, the coach for OU said they deserve to be in. Everybody thinks they deserve to be in. Last year when Alabama didn't even make the conference championship, Nick Saban was crying, saying that they were the best team and deserved to be in it. And now this year he's saying like, well, yeah, we won, but like Georgia's so good, they should be in it. They lost to Auburn.
Oh, they always lose to Auburn. Not always, but like when Bama loses, it's to Auburn.
You cry, you get in. Yeah, because he was saying a few years ago you should have to win your conference to get in. And then they don't win their conference. And he's like, well, we should still get in. We're such a good team. We lost one game. Okay, cry about it a little bit more.